So that's where we are on that. Cindy, are you ready? You are mute. You're muted. Cindy's muted. She's muted.
Let's see what happens.
All right. Sorry about that. I was printing out pages. Like always.
I did send Cindy the list very late, by the way.
And I just got it. I was like, got to do that. Because I can't do this at the same time as I'm. Oh, let me turn this off. I'm sorry.
Welcome, Marty. Welcome to the show.
All right. I'm here.
Awesome.
So how have you, I'm Cindy with Cindy Lifestyle More. Lisa's sister, if you're new in the channel. I'm going to see if I'm on Facebook. And then I thought so tell me what you wanted, because I see little changes here, and that's okay. And there I am. Okay. I thought we talk about family traditions too, and little
we
events.
Can talk about that,
yeah, but
whatever,
little different things. Yeah. Just life. Life is general, and it happens to every single one of us. It's everyday life, and it happens to me right now. So it's nothing new. Okay. All right. Oh, hi, retirement days. All right.
She's saying hello to both of us.
Hi, Mary Sue.
How we're doing. I know. So yeah, I just thought I would just like start the show off with regrets. But if you want to go ahead and talk about,
get started with that. Get started with that, and then we'll do mine.
Okay, cool. So my first one was about pursuing your passion or pursuing something that you really have wanted to do, and you just put it off and put it off and put it off. And of course, I was being a creator. The other thing was being.
You wanted to be a creator? Yeah. Okay.
The other thing was putting working too much. I don't know, like I was literally a workaholic. I burned my candle on both ends for about 30 years or more, maybe 35, and really have zero. I don't have any fulfillment from it. I really I'm regretting having done that, because I never really was satisfied from my career. Although I did love it. I mean, it was a good career and I made good money, but there was no sincere fulfillment from it at the end. It's kind of like, oh, I did all that work. What do I have to show for it? And I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about impact. And it didn't really have the same impact like I thought it would.
So are you talking about, okay, so when you first started your life after high school, after college, you went into a career that's something that you went to school for?
Yes.
And then you felt, which was selling flowers or buying flowers, wholesale flowers?
No, I worked, my thing was transportation. At the end of the day, it was all about logistics, how to import, export, ship, perishable.
Okay, that's what I meant. Okay.
Not just about flowers.
Right.
That was my sub niche, but it was really, I did seafood, produce, flowers. I did pharmaceuticals, air, ocean, whatever it took.
Okay. All right. And you felt like you put a lot of time and effort into it and you got burned out?
No, I put a lot of time into it. I burned my candles out both ends for this career that I was on track on. And at the end of the day, when it was over, it was over. Like, you think that you're going to leave your mark. You're not going to, I thought, oh, I'm leaving. But no, I grew up with a parent who always like, leave your mark in life. And I never really left my mark in that. I feel like now at midlife, with all the experience and the wisdom that I've earned and gained over the years, I feel that this is really my moment to tell that story. And right now, talking about being a workaholic, burning my candle on both ends, thinking that I'm leaving my mark in my career that earns me money earlier in life, that's wisdom right there. You know, you got to tell people, it's not about the money. It's not about the drive. It's not about the ego. It's really, really about doing something you truly love and doing something that has that mark with or without the outside influence or the outside rewards. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Well, for myself, it was a little different. Now, I was not the schoolgirl person. I went to school because you had to go to school, but it wasn't my passion to go to school.
Right.
And so once I got into working, I like blossomed. That was exciting to me to go to work and to get paid for it. That was exciting to me. So I didn't care if it was, I went into childcare, like childcare assistant. It wasn't for me. I did not have the patience for that. I did it because it was a paycheck, but it wasn't in my heart.
Okay.
So, but when I found retail, for some reason, the job that some people say that retail's hard or it's not a thankful, it was thankful to me because I think it's because I saw it in a different way. And I met different personalities and I met different people and I felt like I was helping.
Yes,
And if
yes.
somebody came in unhappy and somebody came in happy or whatever the reason was, and I made their day fulfilled on whatever it was, and they walked out with a smile, that made me happy. So retail really made me blossom in life. And then, of course, when I got into beauty, and then when I got in outside sales, I just even went bazooka. I was like, oh, I got to go. I got to do this. And I had so much love in my job that it was a thankful job for me. I'm grateful for that. And the other thing I've noticed, a lot of people that have done, okay, but you have to remember, we didn't have social media. So we put our hearts and job very, either you loved it or some people just did it because they needed to do it. You know, there's both ways, like you said. But there was not social media, so there wasn't something else involved. People were just going to work. There was no Facebook. There was no Instagram. There was none of that. None of that. I mean, it was more go to work and try to find a career for yourself, or just go to work and get a paycheck and retire when you get older.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. I noticed that when you retired, you were really like you and I had a different perspective. I was over it. I was like, I'm out. I don't give a F. I don't care. And you were like still in it.
I had tears in my eyes.
You had tears in your eyes. And I was like,
lost.
Boss, go lick a dick, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
I was heartbroken. Because now that I'm older, I'm not getting jobs like that anymore. You know, when you're younger, you interview, things have changed since then. You know, I'm going to be 65 in next week, but I was absolutely heartbroken. I loved my life. You know, it was a wonderful life. I loved my career. It was, and times were different then. People had to come see you. They had to come and buy from you. They had to ask you questions. And then I noticed when I started watching YouTube, a lot of people found themselves doing things that they wanted to do. People like cooking. They liked cooking, but now they can express it out there to so many people, or people that like to do yard work, or people that like to do cleaning their house. I mean, and turn it into looking pretty or painting or whatever it is. Yeah. Before you couldn't do that because you need a television station for you to express your cooking. You don't have to do that anymore. You can cook and you can share it now. You can paint and you can share it now. You can do detail work for cars and you can share that if you want to show it. Instead of just being a detailer, you can actually show how to do it. So I think that people now that have so much things that they can share, and guess what? They don't have to go to beauty school.
Yeah, right.
People went to
Give
beauty
each other
school, and it's
talents.
not a license; it's a certificate. it's a license is hairdresser, and and also the esthetician. But there's people that go to beauty schools and they're like certificates. I don't understand them. You know what I mean? It's you can get a certificate for makeup over the online.
However,
I mean,
going
that's
to beauty
how I feel.
school and learning how to cut hair, let me ask you a question. That's a really lifelong trade. That's a forever trade, right?
That is a license, okay? And I didn't mean beauty school; I meant makeup.
Okay.
That's what I meant to say. I was shocked that people, when they went to makeup school, like it wasn't like a license, and I could be wrong, but it was like you're going to get a certificate. I was like, certificate?
See, I always thought if you're putting something and touching other people's faces,
Well,
you had to have some type of license.
you have to have some kind of certificate. But I'm going to be honest with you. There is a lot of people out there that are doing online classes for makeup online
Okay.
and getting a certificate. Now, I'm sure there's rules to the thing about hygiene and this and that, but you do find people doing makeup and they don't have a license. You know what I'm saying? And even if you have a license and you have a certificate,
Yeah.
you better have insurance.
That makes sense.
And that's why I don't do it. I do not do makeup on people out of the box, out of this house, because I do not want to have to get an establishment license. I don't want to have to get a license because if something goes wrong,
And I would think now, after the situation that happened 5 years ago, people would try to be a lot more safer in, spreading
Right.
something. So,
But that
Yeah.
would be like people that do cooking and they go to other people's home and start cooking. And what happens if they get sick?
yeah. Or I know people who
Those
make
are-
cookies and bake cakes
Oh,
for
yeah,
commercial.
and
They sell them and they're
Yeah.
making them in their house.
In their house. So, like people that actually do like those cooking and they're doing weddings, they're actually, some of them are chefs. I mean, they went to school, but they're like certificates. You know what I'm saying? They have something to show. I know the license of estheticians and I know the beauty school is licensed. I definitely know that for a fact. And even manicurists, because I went to beauty school.
How
I
many
went
years did you go to? How long is beauty school? How many years?
I went 2007, and it wasn't for me. I'm a salesperson. I like to talk about selling it to them. I'm not a doer. I was like, oh God, it's like 360, 180. This, it's like, no, I'm not and I'm allowed to do makeup at Macy's because it's a demonstration. I'm not charging.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'm under the umbrella of Macy's,
Okay.
but I'm not going to go out myself and do it because I don't want to be responsible.
So if you're putting on makeup at Ulta or at Sephora, that you're under their license, they hold everything. You're just there as a hired.
Yeah, I'm able, and I've actually been a makeup
Member.
artist, but I'm under the company.
Or if you're representing a brand, like
Yeah, exactly. I have enough qualifications. I mean, I've done tons and tons and tons of training that I know about hygiene. I still get information, all the new hygiene, all the new information, because remember, I owned a salon.
Yeah. But did you have to have a license to own a salon?
No, I had to get a salon license, an establishment license, and I had to have insurance.
Okay.
And I had to make sure my girls had license. Everybody had to have a license.
Was the insurance expensive?
I don't even remember anymore. It's probably in my paperwork in the garage. But it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap. I think Greg paid it every 3 months, something like that. But I'm going to be honest with you. I liked owning a salon. It's just a lot of responsibility. responsibility. I mean, it's stressful to own a business. You can love it and you can have like, it's just, it all comes on you.
It's not for everybody.
It's a lot of responsibility. You better
It
be there
is.
to open. You better be there to close. If somebody's not there, you better go down there. It's not just, I own a business. It's a lot of responsibility. But I'm so grateful that I got a chance to know how to own a business. I did
Mhm.
it. Okay.
You
So
can say you did it, and you could say whether or not you would recommend it or to anybody, right?
yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to be aware that it's a lot, it's a responsibility. And there's
I'm gonna
nothing wrong with it. Some people like it.
I'm gonna spill some tea about owning a business.
Hmm.
Hi Peyton, welcome to the live. Great to see you here.
Oh, hi,
I'm
Peyton.
I'm gonna spill some tea. Owning a business. Be careful who you do business with. You know, you had a family business. You probably were in a much better position than me. I had a partner, and it was very challenging.
Hmm.
Partners don't always, hi, Peyton. Partners, the partner I had, I don't have really anything good to say. So I'm not going to say anything at all.
Yeah,
But it was not, yeah, it was not good.
right.
And you know, the business, I chose to close the business because it wasn't getting any better. The economy also was not getting any better.
Hmm.
And you know, to this day, I've never spoken to this individual,
Right.
and I don't want to. And um, honestly, I've if I never run into that human being, I'll be just fine.
Right.
It was
Right.
not good. So
So mine was a family a business.
yeah, you're a family
Yeah.
business. So
So remember, we had all these licenses that we had to have, all of it. It was like never ending, you know what I mean? So it was a lot. It was a lot of work, but I'm grateful that I did own a business.
I am too.
Yeah.
But I learned something from it.
Yeah.
But I also got negatively affected by owning a business because now I look at YouTube as a business.
Right.
And some of the other things that I do, I'm starting to look back to it as a business. And this is the crazy thing, I'm looking at it as a way to earn extra income, but I'm not going to die on the sword of being a creator. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put all that business pressure in it.
Hmm.
I put in as little money as I can. I put in a lot of money in that last business.
Yeah.
This is a great way to put in as little money as possible and get some return on your investment. So Peyton is linking another video. Okay. Peyton, let me know what you're linking. Okay. I appreciate it. You're probably linking one of his videos. And I'm okay with it, Peyton. It's okay.
But I just want people, I miss saying that you do, and a hairdresser and estheticians and all that, they do have a license. I'm just saying that I feel that I'm grateful that I'm able to actually do makeup on somebody than me doing it online and getting a certificate, you know, from the makeup school, because it's totally different when you do it on somebody.
I'll bet. And then, I mean, now let me thank Peyton thank you for the link, Peyton. When you do makeup on somebody, their face looks different, their skin texture is different. And when you're looking at it from that, instead of doing it on yourself and doing this, instead now you're doing this,
Mm-hmm.
right? Different
Mm-hmm.
direction. What do you experience differently from brush strokes, tools you have to use on other people? Is it basically the same, or is it a little bit different? Doing
Okay.
yourself versus doing somebody else.
When I do myself, it's not, to me, it's I have more fun doing somebody else and see the difference on them.
Okay.
Okay. To myself is, all right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But when somebody comes in and I see before and after, and they look in the mirror and they're like, oh my God, how did you do that? Oh, oh my God, I never had no idea that it can look like that. That to me is gratification. I like seeing before and after. And I've got tons and tons of thank you notes from people throughout my life of being happy, and including skincare. And that's why I like to do YouTube, because I just like to share things. So everything you see me do, I say this all the time, everything that I do here is exactly what I do out there.
Okay.
You know, when I worked for Aveda, I used to go to salons and do makeovers for Mother's Days. And you know, I would say, okay, so each salon that had my makeup line, Friday would be one salon and Saturday would be another salon, and they would book appointments. I went in and they made the money. I wanted them to sell the makeup. I went in and did the makeup and everything, and then they would buy my makeup and then allow the salon to get it going out there. And that's how I increased my business. I want to sell, but I was able to do that. And even the makeup artists that were makeup artists in the salon that were esthetician, they learned things from me too.
Ah, okay.
Because remember, I'm still learning from the company. I'm learning from the company that I sell.
Do you feel like you have more knowledge now with all the different products that you've experienced with?
I'm still
older
learning.
people? Oh, okay.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning from all these lines. We have to take a class, like now it's online. We used to go to and see them in person, but now that it's not online here, it's online at work. They give us these little pads and we got to learn what's new, what's coming out, what's been discontinued. And they show you everything, and they're educators from those companies.
Have you seen a lot of companies come and go, name brands?
A lot of them come and go because they sell.
Okay, that makes sense.
A lot of them have been sold.
They sold like to a bigger company. They got absorbed,
Yeah, like for
from
example,
Maybelline or Max, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed I'm starting to use a lot more e.l.f. products, eye, lip, face. I'm literally using their matte primer as a foundation now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I heard a gentleman, a makeup artist on TikTok talk about older women. And he said to older women, you should not be putting on regular foundation on your face. You need to use a tinted primer. And then he showed the blotches that older women get. And he said,
see, I don't believe in those things, but that's me. Okay. I don't. If somebody wants to wear something, it's okay. You can wear it as long as you know how to put it on. I don't go by the rules. I don't, because now it's okay if you want to go by the rules. People say, they tell me I shouldn't be doing this. I'm like,
okay,
but that's okay.
When I did it, I felt like the tinted primer filled in those wrinkles, those gaps, those pores that were really causing my makeup not to flow, like not to spread. It was getting blotchy and it was ugly. So I was like, this is not bad. I could get by with this. So
I don't know. I don't play by the rules.
And it was $10. Their primers are $10.
Oh no, they're really good. They're really e.l.f. and NYX right now are very popular for the price point and the how they work. They're very popular for that.
You can buy them at the drugstore.
And they're almost everywhere. I mean, I think e.l.f. is at Ulta. I think they also got NYX there.
It's
like Milani.
Too.
Yeah. Milani's another good one. I mean, there are really good, inexpensive lines that have done really well. I have Wet n Wild brushes here. I've got e.l.f. And then I also have MAC, you know what I mean? I'm going to get a couple other ones.
I did do that. You know which one I did? The maquillage. The
Yes.
maquillage where they make a foundation for your profile based on the profile you put in.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you that at some point I felt like I was putting stage makeup on.
Because it was thick.
It was like putting on skin.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. But I mean, it's a good brand overall, and the makeup lasts long. It's like $48 for the bottle.
But they only sell it online, correct? Yeah. I have to have makeup that I can see and touch. You know, I get a lot of people that come up to the counter and they're like, oh, this color didn't match. You know, and it even happens to my coworkers. We don't sell Christian Dior makeup, so they order Christian Dior makeup. You know, it's really orange. You need to try it on. You need to color match your skin. I go, you know better than that.
I'll tell you one of the best I have ever used, and I got like the magic results, and I was like, oh, holy cow. Sinead was a Japanese name.
Shiseido?
Shiseido? Yeah.
Is it Shiseido? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it was fantastic. Shiseido.
Yes. Shiseido's nice. It's a nice line.
Yeah. It's an expensive line.
Yes.
I wore it. I used it once and I was like, oh my God, it was so impressive. Like it was just like butter.
When I worked at Nordstrom's, we used to carry a lot of the high-end lines. Where I work at, they don't carry all of them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Shiseido's a good line.
It was so good. But
and you also had Smashbox too.
I've heard of Smashbox. I had Smashbox one time. I went to a little event at Sephora, or as Sephora, and they were doing makeup, and they had a makeup artist there, and the makeup artist, he had all his girls there, and everybody did your makeup, and then he would go through and be like, oh, this looks really good, use this, use that. And he was like going through the whole process. And it was Smashbox they were using. Yeah. So.
Do you know I have a photo of you?
Oh, please don't show that damn thing. No.
Okay. I thought you wanted to see it, but all right, I guess not. Ah, okay. Okay, sorry, Lisa. Lisa can talk to me like that. She's my sister.
Oh, hell to the no.
You're like, no.
F no.
Okay. It's all good.
But yeah, I just did that then. That was fun. It was interesting.
Before and after.
The before and after was crazy. It was amazing how they could transform a face. Into, like you don't even look like yourself. Anyway, it was.
But people like that. When they come in, they want to walk out, look like they're made up.
100%.
Like, you know, when people come in our store and they're going to the prom or something, they want to look like they're made up. They're going somewhere. You know what I mean? They don't come for the natural look when it's a big, event.
There you go. I'm welcoming people to the chat.
Hi, Lyru.
Feel free to add your expertise or your opinions. We're open, and this is a safe place if you guys want to share. And you can weave this conversation any way you want. Okay. Some of the fun is you never know what kind of a rabbit hole you're going to go down based on when people share in the chat. So it's fun. You know, you could tell us what you do, makeup that you do, if you do any hairstyles, hair colors and stuff, you know.
So Lisa, a friend of mine that we used to work together for the company, and she says making others look and feel beautiful is an incredible skill. It all depends on the individual. Correct.
Now, is this on Facebook?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hi,
Lisa. I'm saying hi to two different areas.
We need to hook up Facebook to this. So they say I need to get I share all my videos. I just, you know me and Facebook. Sorry, Facebook.
I know, but I wanted to answer that. Because right now, like I'm looking at the comment there. Okay, so I looked at that. Now I got to go look at YouTube. It's like now I know why you need like two different.
Yes. And
Yes.
if you had 100 if I had 100 followers, I could post on Facebook. They have way too many rules there.
Right.
And I'm waiting actually to get us over on TikTok. TikTok should be allowing laptops soon. I am Lisa, you are responded on the wrong side. The people you are responding to are at Cindy's side of the stream. That's okay, Peyton. It's all good. No, Peyton, it's all good. I just want to thank people for being here.
Hi, 5Gs.
You're so nice, Peyton. I love that. Thank you for actually coming onto my live earlier today. You're so good. I love that. He was on my live earlier today.
Oh, that's right. You were doing some kind of, I still haven't done that yet. But put together
the store?
No, the red thing that you gave me.
The binder.
Yes, I need to do that.
So and we're gonna have to get you your store because I want to share something that's so effing cool with.
All right, here we go.
Cutting Stitching with Millie. Hey, how are you
Hi,
today?
Cutting Stitching.
Welcome to the chat. Cutting Stitching.
Okay.
Welcome to the chat. You could do video and you can link your store inside of your video. So people can buy products that you recommend and still that doesn't take you away from the video. So they can go, oh, I really like that makeup Cindy's putting on. And if you have your little store, which you are eligible to do because you're monetized, you put your link in there and people can buy the product that you're reviewing or that you're doing right there on the spot. You earn, and it never takes them away from your video.
Okay.
It is the coolest thing. So that's why I wanted you to get a computer ASAP so we could set all that up.
I am. I'm almost there. I am. I'm just paying off a few bills. Yeah, you already know that.
And I'm not going to make comments like, isn't that nice? Isn't that a cool thing? If you guys have 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours, I think the shop opens up for you. And I cannot tell you how important that is to get that shop up and running, because you can start putting links inside on your videos and people will click on it and they can buy or check things out, and they never leave your show. They're still watching while
they're still watching.
Okay. It's pretty sweet. Good morning, Cindy and Lisa. Hiya, Benny. Welcome.
I'm going to be watching more of your videos. I'm almost there. Thank you for being here.
She says, where is he? We're going through.
I'm trying to watch here too.
She says, are you truly free, or are we driven by forces beyond our control? I am free because I know there's forces that are beyond our control and I don't let them manipulate me. There you go. What do you want from humanity? I don't think the question is what I want. The question is what I can give to humanity. Oh, that's good.
This is now Lisa likes all this stuff.
Thank you for that question. That is deep.
LaRue, Lisa likes this. This is right in your alley. I
did want to get monetized too, but I gave up on that. People don't watch my stuff. They just come and comment one time and go. But thanks, Cindy, for supporting my streams and replay.
Yes, I've
Okay.
been coming. Go ahead.
I want to have a conversation about this.
All right.
Everybody, you have to watch people's videos all the way through.
Okay. Now, before you get started with that, when Peyton's talking about his replay stream, they can go on from an hour to 2 hours. And some replay streams go all night for 11 hours. Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
Peyton,
so-
your stuff is pretty long.
So let's backtrack here. So what I do for Peyton, so I'm setting up my video, right? And when someone does the replay, when I do their replays, I put it on. And when I'm done putting up my video, like getting all done, then I take someone else's turn. And then I also watch videos, okay? But I can't do 11 hours, but I do watch. Now, yeah, but I have to watch your videos, Peyton, if you don't do a regular video, then I have to watch a replay. And I always try to watch more than 3 minutes. I mean, I really do, because it's not fair. Then it's not a view, and you can lose them.
Here's a thought. I could watch Peyton's while cleaning the living room.
Yeah.
Or maybe, Peyton, next time I go live like I did today, and I had Shingo Nakamura in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton, do you have music on your video? If you do,
He does have sometimes like meditation sounds.
I could put that on.
Yeah.
And therefore, it takes care of everything.
The only thing that I noticed, okay, so this is another thing I noticed. Once they hit enough subscribers to do live, all of a sudden I don't see any more videos anymore. That's why 3-day topic plan too. That's why I still like LaRue. He still does videos, so you can watch them.
Okay.
I still do videos and live.
Yeah.
So I don't expect everyone to watch my videos. Some of my videos can run 45 minutes. I'm like, and if they don't want to watch 45 minutes, it's okay. But you got to at least watch them enough to get the view and get the hours.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
She says, Cindy, dear, I will stay on live. I'm busy in the kitchen. Okay, we appreciate you being, yep, absolutely. Stay on.
It's okay.
Take care.
In the kitchen.
Do your 100%. Thank you.
That's fine. But what I'm saying, yeah, so that's why I try to help Peyton out too. I go over there. And did you notice, Lisa, that about copyrights too? They'll say you have a copyright, but then they'll say that the music, you're able to use it. It's like, I think it's like a catch-22. It's either copyright or not copyright, but it's a copyright.
You have to give them time to analyze it and then come back. If they come back and say, oh, they're saying, well, we're analyzing it. And then they'll come back and say, okay, it's good. Or they'll come back and say, you have to change it. So,
right.
Yeah, I saw that text, that email come in.
Because it was on both ours. Okay, thank you for school time. So making breakfast with Tiffin. Okay. All right.
No,
so
there's
you
a lot
must
to
be,
learn with YouTube. There's a lot.
There is. And that's why I'm going to be honest. I don't like giving too much advice because I'm still learning. I'm still learning too.
Okay, but there are a lot of people out there. I want to share something with everybody right now because I have more tea. If you guys want tea, I got some tea.
Okay.
There's a lot of people our age, middle-agers, who come on coming on YouTube and making statements about how they've monetized their channels in a short period of time. And simply because they did that, they now are suddenly the gurus.
Right.
They're the gurus. They're the people who know everything. They're the people who say, you need to follow me and do as I say, and because I'm the expert. Suddenly they become experts. I don't understand how that happens.
Mhm.
I've been learning and growing on social media, literally learning, failing, picking myself up, learning, growing, having success, learning, continuing on, and still show up.
Yeah.
But these people, older people, come out of the gate saying, I monetized my channel in a number of weeks. And all of a sudden they think they're effing gurus. And then they start selling themselves as a guru and they attract an audience for the same. And then these audiences like our age think that I follow this person and I'm going to do everything they tell me and I'm going to monetize my channel in so many weeks. And they're scamming them. That's what pisses me off, because it's making people and content creation look like it's harder than it really is. Our attitude is do something that you love, do something that you share, regardless of how many views you get, how many followers you get, how many hours you get. Because, and I think YouTube knows this is going on, because it used to be a very simple calculation. 1,000, 4,000. But now YouTube is saying 500, 3,000, and will allow you to get to this monetization window. And a lot of people are using the first tier to their advantage and making an income from it. And saying it doesn't, the 1,000, the 100,000, all that stuff doesn't make any difference anymore. It's how you use your channel and what you do with it that makes the difference.
Well, first you got to do it because you want to do it and you want to have fun. Because if you don't have fun,
good
it
point.
will stress
Good
you out.
point.
If you're doing it for all the wrong reasons, you're not going to have fun. I mean, you got to remember that. That's why when I sold things and I didn't make a whole lot of money, I still love what I did. You know, you have to love what you do. Definitely.
You have to love it, and you have to be willing to step back if you're not loving it anymore, and you have to be willing to embrace it again, and maybe even in a new way. It's not always about the money. But like I said, there's these gurus, they're fake, and they're telling everybody that, follow me, do as I say, follow the people I follow, go to these coaches that I recommend, and they're not the best.
Right.
And it's all about being your unique self and sharing your unique life with people. The thing now, Peyton says the thing at the time was I didn't know the piano song was copyrighted until I got an email the next morning.
Right.
After the day saying the video cannot be monetized because of the piano song I used.
So they also say this, didn't they say that the person that does the copyright, like the person that makes music, says you're allowed to do it? If it says that, I think you're okay. But if it doesn't say that, you got to get another song.
The only reason why I played these songs that I've been playing on our opening is because I went through YouTube Studio.
Yeah.
And only pulled the free songs.
Right.
And used those. If I want to use another song and has a paywall, I would have to pay, but I could still use it.
Right.
But I'm cheap. I didn't want to pay any money. So I only picked the free ones.
Yeah. Well, make sure you pick the free ones. And remember, I get the email too.
Those are free.
I remember that.
They are 100% free. She says scammers. I hate scammers. And I shouldn't really strongly use the word scammers, but I'm going to tell you, I've been scammed. I've personally have been scammed, and haven't been scammed as bad as other people I know. But I got scammed, I mean, I was naive. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I thought that I was going into a course or a training or whatever it was, community, and I paid $2,500, and at the end of the day, I got scammed. Everything I learned inside of that $2,500 course, I learned on YouTube and from other people on YouTube. Okay. I just want to let you know, this is why I'm very sensitive and I get what's called triggered by these things. And when I hear people say things like this, I'm like, it's clickbait.
Okay.
And I get a little upset. Also, I listen to these people now. I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen to what you're saying. I'm going to get in there and I listen. And they use terms like, I got monetized after just like 11 weeks or just after 9 weeks. And then they start talking and then they say things. One of them talks about how this person talks about how they got monetized after, let's say, 9 weeks of being on YouTube. And then they continued to talk. And you know what I found out? That they've been a public speaker for over 40 years.
Yeah.
If you're a public speaker for 40 years, you're going to be comfortable being on a camera and talking in a microphone.
Right.
And you're going to have already ideas and scripts in mind. Somebody else talked about how they got monetized after 3 months or so, same thing, like 9 weeks. And then I listened to their other videos. They talked about how they're an entertainer, a live entertainer on stage, and they've been doing it for many, many years. Hello, you're an entertainer. You know how to get up on stage, and you know how to, don't tell people how surprising it is for you that you got monetized on YouTube.
Right.
You're talking to people who may have never been on camera.
Yeah.
And then
not even their own phone camera.
Stop doing that.
Right.
And then another person talked about how, all of a sudden, I don't know how it happened. But then you're listening into their videos. You're like, wait a minute. You just said you have other professional channels on YouTube. So you're telling me that you have other professional channels that you didn't mention. You didn't talk about these other channels. So how can you go tell people that you're a new beginner and you have all these other, you've had professional channels on YouTube for years? It always slips out somehow.
Well,
you know? And I get bothered by that. I
know you do.
Okay, let's
we got
catch
Healthy
up.
Kitchen Wizard in the house. She's here. Hello. I didn't get a chance to say hello to her.
Healthy
yes,
Kitchen,
follow your heart.
Live.
Hello.
Follow your heart, 100%.
Let's see. What is Peyton saying?
There you go. We found another song. That's what I did. I just deleted that song that they told us was copyright. I just deleted it.
Yeah. I can tell when I listen the next day.
I don't need the headache. Thank you for the hearts.
Yes.
Peyton says she, I'm a he. Yes, Peyton, 100%.
Who said, what happened?
Peyton. Somebody said she. Says I'm a he.
Did I say she by accident?
No, but it's okay, Peyton. Let us know.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
heart. Oh, God.
Oh, Peyton just dropped, everybody, he just dropped his best lava lamp. I have a lava lamp too, Peyton. I bought one the other day.
Lisa, okay, hold on. There's a Lisa on Facebook says, how much time do you spend on videos versus live streams? How much time sometimes I can spend all day on a personal video. First, I got to get everything prepared. And then I have to do it. And then I get interrupted. Then I got to write down where I left off, go do what I need to do, come back and try to be in the same way, the way it was, click on my camera, get started again. And then once I'm done, now I got to edit the different things. Like maybe I said something that I shouldn't said, or something fell, or
The dogs.
the
wants a
dogs. Yeah.
bone.
So I got to get them and I got to start. But then when you do edit, you have to let it flow through so it doesn't look like, well, what did she say? You got to make it look like I talked like that. So that can take me for a couple of hours. It depends how long the video is. Then I got to do a thumbnail, and then I got to do an ending. So sometimes I may do a video at 10 o'clock in the morning and I don't put it in till 9 o'clock at night. So I just wait till the next day.
Do you follow your analytics to see when your audience is mostly online?
My audience, believe it or not, is while I sleep. Like while we're sleeping, they're getting up in the morning.
Okay.
I got a lot from Canada now. I'm getting a lot in Europe. I got United States, Georgia, Tennessee. I have a lot of them. They're like different hours. So that's why I decided, you know what? If I put it up at 5 at midnight, I'm half asleep by that time and I forget. So I've been trying to put it in the morning. But like right now, right now I did a video and I've already got it, but it's 13 minutes, Dollar Tree haul. I show it. But when I do makeup, those are the ones it takes for a while. But my little Dollar Tree, 13 minutes. I just need to put it together. So it does take me a little bit. Yeah.
So Peyton, let me say this. I like to listen to live streams when I go to bed at night. And normally, and my husband's getting upset with me because he says that I don't know what I'm listening to as the thing progresses. So I will go on your live stream tonight and tell him that I'm listening to a continuous running one, because sometimes I'll listen, and you know me, I'll listen to my conspiracy theory, but when it ends, it goes into something else. And he's like,
Yeah.
that stuff's feeding into your brain. You don't want that. So I will go to your live stream tonight.
Lava Lamp Sleep Night stream, but you're already monetized.
I could do a lava lamp night stream.
Just leave it on.
Yeah. Just like Todd does.
Yeah, Todd does his little, looks like stars.
Yeah, he'll do something different every night.
I thought about that.
I wish I had waves though, running waves. I know Lisa and Bill from Bill and Lisa's Food Adventure. I know they're starting to do something similar to that.
But you're only allowed like 11 hours, I think, 11 or 12 hours.
Yeah,
now.
it's 11 hours.
Yeah, they've cut it back. But that's why people like doing lives, because they don't have to edit. Kind of what you say is already done. You kind of try to correct yourself. It's not going to go away because it's out there. And that's another thing, being on social media. You have to know that it's out there. You know what I mean? So you have to try to think about what you say and how you say it. And if you kind of say it wrong, you correct it. That's why it doesn't really, I'm always saying little things wrong, but I correct it. It's not like it's beyond. I don't get involved in a lot of other things. Some people get involved in that, but I don't get involved in certain things.
I stopped caring.
Yeah, you can't be like, worried about every little thing. So I don't talk about those things, if I'm going to worry about it.
Which happens to be one of
All right.
my midlife regrets. Is when I was younger, I cared about what other people thought about me.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm older, I don't give a crapiolia what people think about me. And so, my niece mentioned to me, you don't wear a bra. It's like, no, I don't wear a bra.
Which is my daughter.
I don't wear a bra. She goes, I don't know
shocked
if it's an LA thing.
said that. I was like, I didn't even notice that.
I wore, you know what? I do wear a bra if I have to go. Like I'm wearing one right now.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. I don't like it, but just to be polite. But yeah, most of the time, and just so that you guys know, women in Los Angeles, and I'm guilty. I want to tell you something. Younger women in LA and older women in LA, when you become like this, they call it bohemian styled lifestyle. You don't wear bras. And in fact, I've met women coming into the store with a little bit of a nipple coming out of their shirt. Okay. And nobody, guys, no one cares. Nobody cares. Nobody says anything.
Well, you got to remember now, I'm from the 70s. Women didn't wear bras in the 70s. Women were hippies, you know what I mean? Sunshine girls. They were the hip huggers. They didn't wear bras in those days.
I remember a gal walking through the store. She had sweatpants on, and she had a very old, worn out pair of sweatpants on.
Mm-hmm.
And both sides of her cheekies were all worn out. She could care less.
Yeah,
she could care less. And you know what? Nobody cared. No one said, "Oh, ma'am, excuse me, but your cheekies are hanging out." Nobody cared. It was like, "Hi, can I help you?" She was like,
you're gonna display it. Well, look what happened to me the other night I left this on. And my friend goes, "And you left your microphone." He already knew it. He goes, "And you left your microphone on, Cindy Moore."
Who are your friends?
My friend Gary. Lisa Harris would know who he is. But I was telling him what happened. He already knew it. He knew it. He goes, "You left your microphone." I go, "I did." How's my life changes doing, Lisa? It's getting there. Little by little, each day.
I'm gonna go get
I'm
ice.
getting a little.
Are you back?
Oh, okay. You're doing iced tea or is it wine?
I'm gonna go get ice.
Okay. But I know what it is. Yes. I'm getting better. Every day I get a little stronger. I still have my moments. I still cry. But yeah, it's hard. It's really hard losing your soulmate. And we were good. We were like friends. We were really good friends. We did everything together, Greg and I. And it's sad for me because I miss him very much. But I'm little each day. I'm getting better. Yeah, I have my moments, but I'm getting better. But this helps me, talking to people and this is my sister. I'm talking to my sister, videos, things like that. So it keeps my mind busy. And then working flex, I would really flex part-time. So it helps. But I'm getting there. Little by little. It'll take some time. I'm happy that you're enjoying the live. It makes me feel good. So yeah, I'm happy you're here, Lisa. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you're here. And my sister's name is Lisa. So I'm looking at my Facebook here so I can see what you're writing. She's going to get some more ice cubes. Okay. So when we were young, our family traditions, Mom cooked. Mom cooked, 5 o'clock dinner was on the table. That's why I like watching All in the Family. And that reminds me of Mom. And we had to have yes, it is true, Lisa. Time, yes, it's time. Oh God, I think I'm sweating right now. 5 o'clock, main course meal, vegetables, rice, beans. There was always something third and a salad. A potato, yes. And that was our tradition every night. Dinner on the table. Everybody sat down. Mom sat last. And then while we all ate, Mom was sitting down eating her meal. Dad be in the living room watching TV with his little can of beer. and then mom would be sitting there eating, and then time to put her dishes in the sink, turn on her little radio, and start listening to music, and she hand cleaned the dishes
She would spend time
every
in the
night.
kitchen. Yep.
in the kitchen. That was her spot. That's where she sat. That's where she was. You want to find mom? She's in the kitchen or on the phone. And she had her little chair there because here was the divider from the kitchen to the living room. The phone set up there. It was like, what was it? Like little sections. And then she would, yeah. And then she'd be sitting there talking. That was our tradition every night.
I'm sweating in here, and I didn't have the air conditioner on. It was 80 degrees.
It's been hot where you live, huh? Here in Central Coast, it's always cool. Okay, you got not planning for retirement.
That is some people. I planned for retirement. But when I got divorced, my retirement went out the door.
Okay. So you had to use your retirement?
So you know what? You should plan for divorce.
Plan for divorce. Okay. Oh God, Lisa. Okay.
Oh, hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie. How are you? Nice to see you here. We're talking about all these different things, all kinds of different things. Now, Julie's daughter, her daughter is an esthetician. Her daughter is an esthetician.
Okay, we talked about that.
So she knows a lot about skincare, and she likes Clinique and all that. So she talks a lot about that. And she also does some videos. Okay. Now, the next thing is, the only thing that was different in the events in our family, our events was going to weddings, because mom and dad's friends' kids that were grown up now were getting married and back in the 60s and the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Is that bourbon?
This is, I forgot to mention. Because you don't like me talking about my drink.
No, I don't. I drink.
Make a face.
I drink. Just don't fall asleep. It's the tea. When you drink tea, you fall asleep.
Yeah. It's the tea. This is for limited time, for limited release. The company is called On the Rocks, and for limited release, they put out the Manhattan.
Manhattan on the Rocks.
It's Manhattan on the Rocks, and I tried it out because it's limited release. The Manhattan is one of my favorite cocktails, and I did get burnt out on it because I was making my own Manhattans. I got tired of it, so I stopped. And I just stopped drinking like.
But you order it online?
No, this is sold in stores. It's called the company's called On the Rocks.
Oh, On the Rocks.
That's the name of the company, the brand, and they have all these mixed. They have margarita, they have Cosmo, they have all these other drinks.
So if I go to my grocery store, I will find that.
If you find the Manhattan, it's for limited release only.
Got it.
I got into Mai Tais when I was in Hawaii.
Right.
I fell in love with them. But lately I just said, you know what? I saw this. It's a limited release. I do like Manhattan. And so I thought I'd try it. Now, it's good, but it's not great.
But it's straight booze.
Well, the Manhattan is made out of a rye bourbon, a sweet vermouth, and bitters, because I used to make them.
Yeah.
It's a very, very simple drink. And then at the end, you would put in like a maraschino cherry or whatever, and you stir it. It's good. This is good. It depends always on the bourbon that you use.
Now, Dad used to like to have Jack Daniels on the rocks. I know it's strong.
It's garbage.
I like Jack Daniels. It's good. It's whiskey. It's strong though.
Now, bourbon is actually a whiskey.
Yeah, it is, but it's a bit more smoother, I think.
It's a much more smoother barrel.
Mhm.
It's a lot more time taken into
And,
making
and
it.
another one I like is brandy too.
Yeah, I don't like brandy.
You don't like brandy? I like
I
brandy.
don't proclaim to be like a spirit expert in any way, shape, or form. I'm just
Mhm.
saying that I have tried whiskey, but I've tried bourbon, and it's a much smoother drink.
Yes. Yes.
I'll only have bourbon in the form of an old fashioned or Manhattan. I won't drink it any other way. I won't drink bourbon on the rocks of any, no. I'll only have it as a Manhattan or an old fashioned.
Mhm.
Any other cocktails I drink will be a Mai Tai or
Or
and it has to be very specific, vodka tonic, not vodka soda water. And I don't drink vodka. It has to be vodka tonic with a lime.
so I'm watching movie.
And it has to be Kettle One.
Okay, all right.
I don't drink that Grey Goose.
Yeah.
I don't drink any of that other designer stuff. It has to be Kettle One and tonic. So when I
Okay.
order it, I say kettle and a tonic, and I want to make sure they put a lime in it.
Okay. So I'm watching TV, right? And everybody back in the 30s drinks champagne. They're all drinking champagnes, right? Then I'm watching One Step Beyond back in the 50s, and they order bourbons, bourbon on the rock, brandy on the rock. It's like it shows you what was popular. Like and you can tell that when they make these movies or they make television, they actually show that. And then in the 60s, martinis.
Mhm.
It's like if you watch everything in the 60s, it's martinis. And then if you watch everything in the 70s, it's beer and whiskey. And I just noticed that like about a week ago. I was like, each time of decades of time, it's different and it shows you kind of what it's about. And Megan's saying right now that ultralight beers are becoming really popular right now. Ultralight beers.
Seltzer, I love the
Yes,
hard
I drink
seltzer.
those. Yeah.
They're good. And I'm a Kirkland person. I go to Kirkland, I get the 24
Yes.
pack. It's delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the claw. Hi, Beanie again. So you're still with us.
Thank you. Welcome back.
All right. So we're
If
talking
you
about
left,
a lot of new
welcome back.
things. I got a couple of people that did checked our replays, and they liked that we talked about the games back in the days and stuff like that. So that was good. Let's see. All right. So this is a good one. Letting important relationships fade away. And relationships and family.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel that, to be honest with you, if people cannot get along, I don't need that in my life. You know, if it's going to be chaos all the time, a problem all the time, the same person all the time, it's hard enough to try to get through life, and then you have somebody trying to destroy it or causing problems, gossiping and all that. I can't deal with it.
Okay, but there's a difference. There's immediate family, and then there's family, and then there's friends. Friends, you can just let go. Well,
Yeah.
it's hard for me because I have, right, as I got older, my friends that I have a lot more value to me as I'm older.
Mm-hmm.
And I've made a lot of new friends. But when it comes to immediate, like cousins, I can let go. But
Mm-hmm.
sisters and nieces and nephews, you're talking about your immediate family, your husband, your mom. You have to work it out because they are literally all you have left. And you're going to have complicated relationships. And people are going to be growing their different points. And I want to tell you that's a regret. That's a regret for me not showing dad the woman that I was becoming because I cut him out of my life for a very long time.
Yeah.
But I cut him out. And in addition to that, I cut mom out.
Mm-hmm.
Mom was like the collateral damage to me cutting out dad. I'm going to be very frank about this. And it should not have happened.
Right.
And so and also you were collateral damage with me cutting out dad because I let everybody go. And me letting everybody go, I didn't meet Greg until dad's funeral. I didn't meet Megan until dad's funeral.
Yeah.
Okay. That was
Really?
years
I didn't
gone
even
by.
realize that.
Oh, I'll never forget that. And it was not easy getting back into that relationship. But because dad was gone,
Mhm.
you automatically, I'll never forget that. I remember Greg saying, I wish I had met you on different circumstances, but
Mhm.
I'm happy to have met you.
Yeah.
That was collateral damage
Totally
because
forgot.
me cutting dad out. I mean, I literally just said, you're out of my life. I'm done with you. And he's not the person that I like. I regretted that later not because of him, but because of the other relationships around.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you got to be careful. I mean, there's times I remember with Megan, we had a relationship that took years to foster because not only that, she didn't get along well with my ex-husband.
Right.
And, you're going to side and support your ex-husband because that's your husband.
But I also think that he couldn't. He wasn't patient around kids. And including his niece. You know what I mean? Like I said, I did childcare, but they weren't my kids. You know what I mean? They were. This is like family. And Megan felt like he wasn't patient with her.
That's a regret that I have in my life in this. I chose to break off and not understand healthy family dynamics because I had somebody in my life who was not stable or responsible in that sense. So I became a part of that. But later on in life, especially after meeting Zach and Isabel, two
Yeah.
people, my nephew and my niece, I realized, and having them in my home, I realized, oh, family, you don't choose your family.
No.
You know what I mean? You choose your friends, and you can choose to say goodbye to your friends, but your family is your family, and you're going to have family members who are going to have different dynamics. And guess what? That's your family.
Yeah.
And, recently I had my problems with Zach,
Yeah.
stubborn. He knew everything. He didn't want to be told anything. Women issue, all kinds of stuff. Right. And I was like, well, he's raising a daughter. And as I went back to meet him and spend a week with him, he's a changed man. You know what I mean? He's taking care
Well,
of
he's growing up.
cooking. He's
Right.
responsible.
But it took a while. He had to go through these little up and down mountains, going through his, learning his fails and, why is this not working out? And see, you made a point that you start high painting again. Yeah, people do changes. Yes, they do. And he's starting, it took him a while though, but he's doing it. Hi, 2.5 Foodie. How are you? Happy you're here.
Let me welcome them to the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's like, something that I've learned that you just can't let go. There you go. You can't let that stuff go. You really got to. Friends, though, you can, they kind of like passing time. Sometimes
Yes.
they're there for a reason. But family members are there. Now, like I said about cousins are different because, like we have cousins we haven't seen in 30 years.
That's a family issue, though. That
I
was the family
I don't
issue.
refer that to immediate family or immediate. I don't refer to that. For me, it's about brothers, sisters, in-laws, parents, That's it. That's how it goes.
That was some
And
family
niece is your
face.
immediate niece and nephew.
Okay.
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Uh,
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. Greg was here, he would say, all right, okay. Let's see. Not making time. Okay, so that's a good one. I make my time for, well, I don't eat completely nutrition, but I do my exercise.
Oh, not making time for health and wellness.
Yeah, I do keep myself exercise, but I found out through the years now, the last 2 years, that I lacked a lot of vitamin D, but I know why. I didn't like milk. And it's affected me as I got older. Vitamin D, vitamin C, calcium, milk. I hated milk.
But you and I did not neglect our health and our physical health compared to how mom neglected her health.
Right.
Our mom did not, she never exercised. She didn't do anything. She didn't drink enough water. She didn't eat well. She didn't exercise. She didn't drink. She didn't smoke, but she still did not take care of her weight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, her and that thing about you have to eat meat 2 to 3 times a week was not.
Oh, that came from Dad. Because he was a meat cutter. He was a butcher.
That
So he
wasn't
brought
the
home pork
best
chops,
advice.
lamb chops, steaks, hamburger. He had prime rib, rib eyes. I mean, that was in the refrigerator, in the freezer, I mean.
Yeah, that wasn't the best advice, but she didn't take care of her teeth.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just laying it out there. I'm not bashing mom. I love my mom. I take care of my mom. But had she done a better job she doesn't want to go to the doctor.
Well, that's what happened to Greg. He didn't want to go to the doctor. If he would have gone to the doctor, a lot of things would have been different.
The doctor, the dentist, the eyes. You know, mom, shall we talk about it? Mom at 91 tells me I need to get my eyes checked. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Mom at 91 says to me, I need to go to the eye doctor. So I made the doctor's appointment.
Mm-hmm.
We go to the eye doctor. And I'm sitting there in the chair inside the room. And based on her and the way she's answering and doing the exam, she had never been to an eye doctor. She didn't know how to answer the questions. She didn't know how, she knew how to read the sign, the wall, but she was doing this. Check it out. Okay, look up there and read the letters. And she goes, do you want me to read the letters that I see right there on the wall? And the lady goes, yeah. I'm like, have you never done this?
No, because she felt like she didn't need to go see an eye doctor.
And then, you know, when they flip the thing, they go, which one's clearer, 1 or 2?
Mm-hmm.
1 or 2. If you had regular eye exams, you would know to say 1, 2, is it the same or something?
Or sometimes you'll say go back, and then they'll then go back. So you get that, they're almost exactly the same, but you pick the better one that you think is for your eye. She didn't figure that out. She didn't know how to figure that out.
So I told the doctor, I didn't say it, I told him in a way. I said, well, I've known mom my whole life, obviously. I've never seen her as a kid wear glasses, but she's been living with me since 2018. And this is the first time in my entire life have any record of mom ever seeing the eye doctor, an optometrist. Okay. And as we went through the exam, you could tell she had never. Now, here's the thing. She's 91.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor says, read from this now. She couldn't see anything.
She couldn't see any of it?
But her response was like, it was very typical. It was like, I don't see it. I was like, you don't see it? What do you mean you don't see? What do you mean? She didn't see it. And the doctor asked her the question again, and she goes, "Yeah, I don't see anything on the wall. I don't see it." So they did.
Are you
further review.
serious?
Yes, Cynthia. She's completely partially blind in the left eye, and if she just turns over, she can see just a piece of something. And I was like, I've never experienced this before because Dad
Wore
raised
glasses.
me to have. I been wearing glasses since I was
Yeah.
like 5. So apparently, we don't know how long that's been there, and it appears as though she just kind of like grew into it, with the blind eye. And
So is she blind in one eye?
I think she's blind. There, this file. Okay, so here's the part 2. Part 2 of the story is that's the optometrist.
All right.
The optometrist told her she has, I forgot the name of it. Doesn't matter. But anyway, degenerative, whatever. If you guys know, leave it in the comments.
Okay.
And he said it's not reversible.
Glaucoma?
No, it's
Oh.
okay. So degenerative
Okay.
eye disease.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just-
That's all you know. Okay.
So we go to the doctor, we go to the ophthalmologist now, and the ophthalmologist says she has cataracts in both eyes, but one of them, yes, she has degenerative ocular something or other.
That's going blind.
Yes. And it's not reversible, but they're going to have to give her, some medication. Not medication, but like,
So she's been going on like this forever
who knows?
and just living like that
Yes.
because she didn't want to go to the doctor. She didn't want to fix
Right.
it. And some people are that way. And we've talked about that it's the truth.
So there's a number of times when I'm driving with Mom and she has her new glasses on, which by the way, she doesn't wear them all the time. I have to nag her into wearing her eyeglasses.
Yes.
And she says, I can't see with my eyeglasses. I go, yes, you can. You just need to know how to look.
Right.
Because
They're
she has bifocals.
Right.
And she gets frustrated.
So she rather
So
just
she
put them
doesn't
over.
wear them. Right. So we're going on the road to go see the optometrist, and she says, "You see, I can see, but I don't see clear. It's not clear." I go, "You need to tell me what not clear means. I need to know what you mean by not clear. Is it blurred? Can you tell me when you can finally see the sign? Tell me when you can." She goes, "I can see the sign now, but it's not clear." So we go to the ophthalmologist.
Again.
And you and I talked about this. The ophthalmologist says to her, "You have cataracts. You have cataracts. We can take them out. It takes only a few seconds,
Right.
but it's it's going to be minor, and we just take them out."
And
That's
say
why
that
she can't see clear.
it's like looking inside. So I told you about my friend. She comes home and she looks in the mirror and she's like, "Oh my God." It's like looking through a fishbowl, she said. And she didn't even realize it until they took her.
Cataracts
she goes,
out.
Right. I was like, really? She goes, yeah.
Yeah. So when she was saying to me, "I can't see clear," she was meaning that. But she didn't know that she had cataracts. You have to get your health care and your wellness exams on a regular basis so that they can tell you it's coming. Hey,
Right.
you have little signs of cataracts.
Well,
coming.
I went to the ophthalmologist. I have I'm starting to get cataracts, but they're not to the point where I can, I can drive still. It's not, the insurance won't pay for it right now, but it's starting. It's
Thank
starting.
you for the hearts. It's starting. So it probably started for Mom
Right.
when she was in her mid 60s. Now,
Plus, I have 2 floaters.
Exams, they would have noted you're probably
just like me. They would
ocular
write it down.
degeneration.
Right.
And they would have been able to provide her with the supplements that are needed in order to slow the process.
Right.
or try to at least get her to the point where she wasn't completely blind in one eye.
Right.
She didn't want to go to the doctor.
Gotta take care of yourself. It's a good point, though. It's a good point. So I get my Medicare in August.
You're gonna
You're
get your
in
eyes
August.
exam. You're gonna get the whole thing.
I'm getting it all done, yeah, because right now, and then I'm got to figure out what's that ringing in my ear. They think it's tinnitus, whatever call it is.
Yeah, tendonitis
But I
is
have to
very.
make sure it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it started? About a year ago, I noticed when I was maybe a year and a half ago, I ate a sandwich, and you know how you get like little like cracks.
Yes.
Well, it was doing it all the time. Now it doesn't do it anymore. Now all of a sudden, that's what the doctor says. Isn't that weird how that kind of went? But he's sending me to an allergy. You know what I mean? But you start thinking about it. You're like, that's true.
Why I
Started with
can't open my mouth just to bite into a sandwich? You're like,
right. Yes. And
it's
I started
weird.
eating. Yes. And you hear it like knocking. And I
Yes.
started eating soft foods because I got tired of that sound, like, oh, and it feels like it's going to crack, like it's going to,
Yes, me too.
and-
I'm getting that.
So they told me to do this, like massage and lay back and just, okay. And then they actually have like, you go and they give you little massages, like, if you want to, but that's not the problem anymore. Now it's, but it's weird how it went. And it's more this side than this side.
I was saying to myself, it must be a sinus infection.
Well, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I was having sinus infections, and when it was really bad, this would happen. I couldn't bite into it. I was like shocked. I'm like, it hurt.
It locks.
You hear the cracking.
Yes.
Like locking.
It's the weird thing.
Yeah. I
freaked me out.
Ugh, it was gross. And then now, guess what? I think I have to go see a doctor about it. I think I have that thing where you off balance.
Vertigo.
Because there are times when I stumble and I'll fall back and I'll have to grab onto something.
Right.
And I think it's I lose my balance. Now, I'm not drastically concerned about it, but I do think to myself, what if I'm up at a ladder?
And
I
you
climb
Hi,
ladders.
Doran. The source is here. Yeah. So, but that's what they wanted to know, if I had vertigo. And I don't. How are you doing, source? Doran, the source.
I just welcome the source to the chat.
Good.
Yeah. So we're at that stage. I'm at that stage now where I'm getting those clicks.
Okay, Abini has to leave.
You have an incredible night. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
We appreciate you being here.
Yes. You're doing good. I'm happy to hear that. That's good.
We're good. We're having a solemn chat about, we're talking about midlife regrets, but also family traditions.
Yes.
So, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate you.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's, that's where we are on that. I mean, you're talking about not taking care of your health. I'm actually seeing a physical therapist right now, once every 2 weeks. And it's because of my sciatica. And I didn't know sciatica pain ever existed the way I'm feeling right now, but it's because since I've been working in retail, I have had a lot of problems. And the doctor or the physical therapist told me one of the things they want me to do is, one of the reasons why they're trying to figure out why the sciatica is coming up.
Yeah.
And they're finding out that it's because of the strength that I lack in my back and in my core. I'm very strong in my arms. because he asked me to do a plank. And he was like, okay, stop. You've already passed. You're very strong. But he asked me to do a side plank. And I'm very weak on my muscles that are on the side of my stomach. So he wants to strengthen that. So every other day I have to do very specific core muscles and back muscles. So he's having me do that. And he says, you have the stamina to do the job that you have. You just don't have the core strength to get through the day. You can do a 4.5 hour shift like you told me without a problem, but you can't do an 8-hour shift like they have been giving you lately. And now you're the sciatica starting to flare up. It's because of your midsection. And you know,
You're
my
not strong right
midsection,
here. Yeah.
I'm not strong right here. So he wants me to get my core, my side muscles, my stomach, and everything in the back. He goes, these are the exercises you need to do.
So you want to exercise.
I have to do this very specific core building exercises. And the fact that I could do the plank for as long as I did, he was really impressed. But like when you focus on certain muscles, he said, that's where you're not strong. So body length, you're strong. Specific core muscles, targeting an area that you are working right now, he says you're very weak. You need to strengthen those.
Well, at least you know, right?
So he told me to do them in the morning, and it was yesterday that I went to the training. He says, don't do them today, do them the next day, do them in the morning. I did them in the morning, and it's going to take me some time, but I was very happy to be able to do that.
They also say stretching is very good. So every time I stretch before my exercise and I stretch after my exercise. And the doctor said I'm very flexible. He goes, and that's probably, yeah, he says, and he also said, you probably, by doing it would have been worse on certain things, but it's not that worse, but it would have been worse, he said. And he also says, I mean, they hate to say this to you, but they mention age. You know what I mean? But there is people that get it when they're young, but not as common as we're older. That's how he said it.
I'm going to be 60. I have kids that I work with telling me about their parents who are 50, 51, 52, who are getting hips and knees replaced.
Yeah, they do have them, but it could be a lot of different things. I mean, the sports, weight, a lot of different things.
But I was a runner. You know this. Dad used to take me out to the track and I would
jog. You were a jogger.
I was a jogger.
And they say it's hard on your legs.
It is. But then I knew and listened to my body when I got into my 30s, and I knew that it was a little starting to break down. So what did I do? I got into bicycling.
Oh, okay.
Because they say it's easier, but it's good for the stamina and the heart. Because running's good for stamina and the heart.
Yes.
Cycling eases up the breakdown of your knees and your ankles, but you still get the stamina on the heart. And when I go to the doctor to get my blood pressure taken, forever, my blood pressure has been normal or in that running state. They're like, wow, you must be a runner. I'm like, I haven't ran in years.
Well, when I went to the doctor before you came over, my first time my blood pressure was good. I'm like, because I always have high blood pressure. I was like, really? Okay.
I've never had high blood pressure. I've always been that, wow, you got great stamina. You have your high blood pressure is like an athlete, blah, blah, blah. I go, well, I used to run when I was young, and I did cycling as I got older. And then now I'm doing this fulfillment job, which is puffing and puffing and moving, you know? So I have the stamina, but I just have the body's just like, the body needs to catch up.
Okay. All right, Source, you got some things to do? All right. Happy you were here. I'll be by. I work Saturday, so I'll be by. I'll probably have to see the replay. But I think I see him on Sunday. Okay. I don't remember. I'm like, oops.
I'll tell you who I watch, and I know you're gonna get mad at me. I finish SSV's kitchen videos, cutting, sewing and cutting with Millie.
Uh-huh.
She's really good. It's kind of like you're like in a Zen moment. She shows you the colors of the pattern and she starts moving things around. And
why would I get mad at you?
No, because you spent a lot of time, and I watch SSV goes live twice a day.
Well, I think she's trying to get her hours up.
And I go on her lives.
Crack my back. Oh, I felt good. I had to crack my back. I'm sorry.
And she's a sweetheart. So
that's like, oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I get up in the morning, I get my cup of coffee, and I start getting my comments done, try to see what's going on. And then I forget who's got lives because I'm trying to get all my stuff done. Okay. All right. This probably is me not being present in the moment.
You're like two
my mind's like,
you're the what if. Well, what if this happens?
And what if that happened? And then that's me. I am like that. Remember Woody Harrelson? He had everything possible in the world. He goes, "Doctor, I got a brain tumor." Just say, remember that movie?
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen. That's it. Woody Harrelson. Woody Allen.
The two most beautiful worlds in the world is it's benign.
So you know what movie I'm talking about, right? It was a crack up.
I'll never forget. Like, what are the two most beautiful words you ever want to hear in the world? It's benign.
Sounds like me.
I'll never forget that. It's benign.
You should see me when I go to the doctor, and I don't care if everybody hears me, but even the doctor's like, take a deep breath.
You learn that from mom because mom doesn't go to the doctor. They're gonna put me in the hospital and I'm gonna die. Like,
I know the doctor's like, relax, okay, relax, and I'm like, I mean, you're like that kid from that little boy running around the house. I'm not kidding. They already know who I am, okay? They don't it's anymore. While he's flipping out right now, there's like, but I'm very honest. It's the truth. I'm like, not by the moment. I'm already thinking about 10 years from now. What happens if I lose my leg? You remember the
you not even lost your leg.
The doctor goes, I go, what's going to happen? I go, well, what do I do when I lose my leg? And he goes,
not going to lose your leg.
He goes, what? He's all, did you just say about losing a leg?
Yeah, you say things like that. I'm losing my hearing. I'm going to lose my jaw. I'm going to lose...
Are you going to have to go in there and put some, like a square?
You're
okay, so I go see
my knee. They're going to dig inside of my knee. I'm going to lose that. I'm going to lose my colon. Oh my God, you just went for a colonoscopy. I'm losing my colon.
Doctor's like, God.
And here I am. I'm like drinking the juice, the colon juice. I'm like, oh man, this is great. I'm gonna get up next morning and be like, I'm just like, I lost 10 pounds. I'm gonna lose 10 pounds.
I was pulling everything out. The doctor's like, you can't leave.
Lose 10 pounds.
Oh. You know how you wake up from the colonoscopy? The person next door says, is that lady okay? Next day.
But see, the thing is there's two realities. when you woke up with a colonoscopy, they said they found polyps, right?
But before I was going to go out, I thought they said they were not going to knock me out. So when they said they were going to knock me out, I'm pulling out I actually did. And they're
I
like,
know
you can't, they're like, you can't go in. I was all bruised. I was they're like, no. And I knew
You
they
don't even
gave it.
know it's happening.
I know, but I know they did it right away because I saw me like getting up and then I heard them wake me up. They were
Okay.
like,
So then you woke up,
mhm.
and what did they say? They found, like, they told me, oh, hi, wake up. Okay, we found 3 polyps. It should be just fine. Okay.
You went back to sleep. They heard that I wake.
They found polyps. You're like, oh my God, it might be cancer.
Did not. The person next to me, I heard him say, is she all right? And then he said he found 3 polyps. 2 were okay, but one he had to send in, and he goes, it was good that it didn't bleed. That's what he said. I was fine.
They woke me up. We found 3. Okay.
I know. I'm like
oh my God.
I'm like, I don't want to go back.
Pick me up. They're ready.
Jeez.
There's 2 people. There's 2. I noticed some people come out of the colonoscopy. They're like this.
They're knocked out.
They're like,
I'm like ready to go.
yeah, and me, I'm just like getting dressed. I'm like, okay, we have to put you on the chair. I'm like, okay.
They were shocked that I was dressed, shoes on, and everything. They're like,
I had the shirt on, the shoes on. I'm like, really? You need to take me out of a chair?
no, I walked out. Out.
When they brought Lance out, Lance is 6'1", and he's sitting there. He's like, it's like a grown man.
Here I am. Can you see me bopping around? My little legs are like
into the car. Are you?
You're cracking up there.
I can't. Just you see people with just different reactions.
Yes, I just don't like being putting under because I feel like when they call you, they're like way over there. You're hearing your name getting closer, and I hate that feeling. I was up like that.
I told them, I go, man, I was hearing like 80s music when you were coming. I thought I was at a party.
This is a good one. Okay. Focusing on shoulds instead of wants. Should have done this. Should have done that. Should have did this. Should have done that. Yes. That's another. I'm like, okay. Like
I should have never got a divorce. Should have never married that man.
Should have this, should have that, should have done that.
Should have paid attention. I should have said something.
And you know what? Do you know how many times?
People.
I bet if I could talk to people, I'm going to hear that should. I don't know how many times in a day. You hear in the news, people. Should have done this. Should is a big word.
Should have taken that money.
Should have done this. Should have done that. So everybody thinks of should. That's another one. I think we had a really good night.
That was good.
That's what it's about. Loss, laughter, and what's the other thing I wrote? Loss, laughter, and what's the other one? You're the ones drinking brandy, and I'm going, what's the other one? I'm just I had an interesting day, and I should have done that too.
Life.
Yes. So I love to have a laugh in it. And we appreciate Lisa watching our live on Facebook. And we appreciate everybody coming in, saying hello. And that's why I like doing this. Meeting people, saying hi. I did a video today. I just got to put it together. I got it together. It's nothing fancy. My hair's straight. Just something. I went and got a few things. It's like a haul, little Dollar Tree haul and stuff.
I'm going to start changing up my content to more kitchen,
Okay.
household makeovers, because I do those things.
Yeah.
People don't know it, but I do them,
Yeah.
and I don't share them. And I
And
need
you
to start
should.
going back to sharing those because that's what I enjoy doing.
And you should.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when we moved here, people say you don't have a lot of photos. Nope, because I don't. When I clean, I want to clean and I'm done. The less stuff I have, the less clean I got to do. And I've always been that way. It's just
Okay.
okay. So a lot of people say you don't have. I go, oh, Murray Shoe. Oh, I don't have my glasses on. Murray Shoe still here. I just don't like to clean a lot. I mean, I like to clean. I don't want to clean a ton of stuff. Like, you know, when I dust, I just want to dust, put a couple of knickknacks up, done. You know what I mean? I don't want to go like take 90 things down. I just very, very basic.
And
Because
my
houses,
walls are full of pictures.
yeah, I can't, I just not that way.
You don't like it.
No, I like it. I don't want to clean it. I don't.
Well, you just grab like a big old duster and you just go around them.
Oh no, I was telling Megan I want to paint the
See how many
house.
have this? I'm not done yet. Every corner is
No,
going to be.
I think
filled.
that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's just me. It's just me. Yeah.
And you don't have to put holes in the wall.
Well, that's good. That's
I
good.
use the ones that you tear down. What do they call those? The 3M the stick-ups. You put them up and then you just take them off and then you just
Yeah.
pull on them. They come right off.
I guess I thought I was moving or something. I don't know. It's just I was just like, I don't want to put up all the paintings. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And then now I'm like, okay, I got a bunch of walls. Ah,
Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Put your
I think,
walls up.
well, I think I'm going to get it painted and then I'll get some things that I want. You know what I'm saying? You know, little things like that. Keep my mind busy. Got to keep myself busy. I'm just that way. I got to keep busy. Because I'll keep thinking.
Buy yourself first a lithograph, or I'll pick something out for you.
Okay.
I'm good at that. You know, I like to put up paintings and stuff.
Yes.
I love it.
Peyton wants to see your lava lamp.
Oh, okay.
Up
I'll bring it
close.
over.
Thank you for the thumbs up, Lisa and Dave.
So the lava lamp is brand new.
Mm-hmm.
It says it takes several days to curate before you can really see the bubbles move.
You like the paint? Do you like the fire lamp?
I had between a blue one or a multicolored one, but I chose this one because one of my favorite podcasters on Rumble has a lava lamp. So right now it's still, I've only had it for a couple of days and it's still creating its bubbles. But they did say it takes time. I cannot have it on all day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only supposed to have it on maximum 8 hours a day. I don't like how bright the light is at the bottom.
You okay?
Yeah. I don't like
Oh, sorry.
how bright the light is at the bottom. So
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking about getting a more softer tone light bulb, because the light bulb,
He asked, what happens if it's on for over 8 hours?
you don't want it on for over 8 hours.
You don't?
No, you don't want it on for over 8 hours. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn it off after this cast because they don't want you to have it on for 8 hours.
Oh, all right. Okay.
But it's in 3 parts. So here's the lava, here's the light, and then here's the lid. The lid goes here.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm right. He says the one I have has a 2-hour flow.
2 hours
Okay.
flow, he says.
I'm going to take that advice from you moving forward, because I think that it said 8 hours, no more than 8 hours, but it only had it on for 2 days. And I don't really like the bubbles that it's making, the lava bubbles. So I might change it up a little bit and maybe give it a 4-hour day as opposed to an 8-hour day.
All right.
But it has a lot of strict rules to it.
I hear a dog in the back.
I already took it off of the light, and so we'll see. If it doesn't work out, I'll probably get the blue one after this. They're only $25.
Yeah, they're not that expensive.
So
I hear the little chihuahua next door.
yeah, I've only had the lava lamp for a couple days. I got this one from Target, and I think I got it from Target, and they have others. I could still buy. See, he got his from Walmart.
Oh, okay.
If you could share what you got from Walmart, I would appreciate that. And that way I could see, because different brands have different response times. But yeah, I haven't been impressed with this one the past couple days. But maybe it takes more time. You let me know. Hang on.
I think I had a lava lamp years ago.
Yeah.
Like a long time ago.
It's just really odd. You have to be very careful with it. The podcaster that I first saw it on, I've known lava lamps existed. But the only reason why I bought it this year is because I'm going to be 60, and the lava lamp was introduced in the market in 1965, which is the year I was born.
And it's true, because I think I had one when I was a little girl, when I was young, and then I think I had one when I was single before I met Greg, and then I think I got mine at Spencer's.
That's where they were used to be sold a lot at Spencer's. So
it's been a while for me.
I still have to get used to it, and I'm not quite happy with the quality of this one. But overall, I mean, Peyton, tell me if you think the one at Walmart may be better. But I bought it at Target because that's where I saw it. And let me know if you have the red, you have the blue, or let me know which one you have, because I may try a different brand. So, because throughout the day, it's been so cloudy since the first day I got it. So let me know if that's normal.
Hi, Andy, Mon TV3.
If there's a
How
chance
you doing?
a different type of lava if I tried a different brand. So welcome to the chat, Andy.
Yes, Andy. Nice to see you here.
And I don't want to shake it because I don't think you can do that. So Andy says he's blessed.
Yes.
How are you all doing?
We're doing good. We've been talking and saying hi to everybody. We've been talking about all kinds of different subjects. Lisa and I are talking about different things. We talked about retirement. We talked about, being in the moment, not being in the moment, and the word should. I should have done this. I should have done that. Instead of I want to do this, I want to do that. Not taking care of your health.
We talked about that through our mom's experience
I
and
think
what mom went
Source,
through.
yeah, I think Source had to leave, but he was here. Let's see.
I'm gonna go check. I might even go to Walmart tomorrow, Peyton. Here's
Oh, to go check
okay,
that.
so he left me with a link.
Okay. That's
Hang
good.
on. I need to copy the link. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna copy it right now. And I'm gonna do send to your open in read mode. Save as. Peyton, I'll check out the link tomorrow, okay? Because I'm gonna go and check it out. Because yeah, I'm not happy with it.
Lisa's not happy with her lava lamp, Andy.
Because I had it on for 3 hours on, where are we, on Wednesday? Okay, so I had it on for 3 hours Monday night.
Uh-huh.
I turned it off. And I noticed that I could hardly see the bubbles. So
Right.
yesterday I had it on for 8 hours. It said no more than 8 hours. And I could hardly see the bubbles. Today I had it on.
I've seen them like a bunch of bubbles. I've seen other lava lamps. You see it really going, and
It's supposed to be clearer, but when I got it, I'm like, I don't know if the light's too bright. It's too yellow down at the bottom. You see it? It's very yellow. And then it's real red up on top. I thought it was the bubbles were going to be the color and the
Right.
water was going to be clearer. But it's not that way with this. So I need to figure out what's going on with this one. Yeah.
I guess we're going to have to figure that out.
Yeah, because it's like, it's yellow at the bottom, orange, and then red. Like a bright, like a darker orange, a blood orange. But inside, it's so
Thank you,
cloudy,
Andy.
you can hardly see the bubbles. And this is my 3rd day having
Yeah.
it. I was so excited to get a lava lamp.
You're like,
I was so excited. I'm like, oh yes, this is going to be great. I followed all the instructions. The first day, 3 hours. Second day, 8 hours. Don't leave it on for more than 8.
right.
And then here we are.
If you get that exact one I have from Walmart, I think you should just have 2 hours for it. Well, have you ever noticed that no matter what you get or what you buy, sometimes you read the directions, they don't come exactly what it says, what it's supposed to do? Have you ever noticed that
But a
sometimes?
lava lamp's been a lava lamp forever.
Ever, they would know how it works by now.
And I've seen lava lamp on TV.
Yeah.
And you could see the damn thing, the bubbles moving around.
They're like continuously.
So, help me understand what's going on here. I think it's the light. I mean, I don't know. This is it might be too big.
Maybe. I don't know. We need Dr. Lava Lamp.
He says, yeah, I noticed that before, Cindy, but not with the lava. Let's check out the Walmart lava and see what happens. I don't have a problem spending a little bit more trying to figure it out. So
the things we have to learn.
60 years to figure out the damn lava lamp. It was introduced in 1960, 65. And the bubbles are in there. You could see them, but why is it so cloudy?
I know, and they're not moving.
They were moving. They're
They
moving.
were?
You have to get up close to look at it.
Right, you're supposed to see it, just do it on its own.
You're supposed to see them moving on their own. Either they got mixed in transit, or somebody shook them, or I don't know what. But yeah, I'm not happy with this lamp. Trying to figure it out. So.
And then the moment you think it's not working, you'll wake up one day and you'll put it on. It'll be, look, it's doing it. You never know. You never know.
They may have had it on its side. Oh, look there's a good one right there.
But I can't see it. You got to hold it up. Hmm. No.
You don't see it, do you?
Mm. My big glasses. Still can't see it.
So the way it goes is I think the water comes all like this, and then you heat it, and then it forms into a ball. But I don't think the water is very clear. I'm going to
Dr.
do
Lava.
something not normal here. I'm going to do something I shouldn't be doing, but I'm okay with that. Okay, so I just dumped it on its side, and let's see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I'll be back again tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
We're going to see what happens tomorrow.
He
Hang
says,
on.
never turn the lava lamp upside down. That causes it to not function right.
I just did. And I did it on purpose. No, I did it on purpose.
I know.
Because maybe, look, maybe it was shipped upside down.
Well, we can only find out.
When they take it out of the box, I saw a box at Target, and the box was set like this. In the box. There was no this side up only.
It wasn't like this. It was like this.
No. There was a box, and it didn't have an arrow on it. And I saw the box, and I went, oh, they have lava lamps in here. And the lava lamps were on its side. So this may be one of the lava lamps that was on its side, which caused it to get
caused it. Yes, that could be right.
But I'm now going to let this sit overnight.
Okay.
Come back tomorrow.
Okay.
And then about 3 hours before we go live, I'm going to turn it on. We'll see what happens.
Okay. And maybe we'll see something happening.
Okay.
Okay. It'll say, here I am. I'm doing it.
Yeah,
Well,
because look at it. It still has the color.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. Maybe I should go get the blue one. So that's why I want Peyton to tell me what color his lava lamp is. So send me a text and let me know.
Yes. You have to wait for tomorrow, Peyton. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. It was a fun night. Got to chit chat for a little bit and say hello to everybody.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, you will see me tomorrow night at
6 o'clock.
Good
night, guys.
Peyton. Good night,
Peyton.
everyone.
Thank you for being there. Take care. Bye.
Bye.